Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got
New 52 booklet.
it! Somebody clip this one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I am Jared. I know I said I would cancel this episode, but you know what? I was down to record another an episode. So we're talking about World Tree Volume 1. Now, remember, I covered World Tree issue, a couple of issues of World Tree previously on the show, and I'll try to remember to put the links up there to those episodes. You guys can check those out. But so what's World Tree about? By the way, it's written by James Tynion, the horror comics master, and art by Fernando Blanco, and he destroys every page in a good way. So this is about, there is this portion of the internet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to read the back of the book for you to get the idea. In 1999, Gabriel and his friends discovered the Undernet, a secret architecture to the internet. They charted their exploration on a message board called World Tree. Then they lost control. Someone broke into World Tree, someone who welcomed the violent hold the Undernet had on them. At great personal cost, Gabriel and the others thought they sealed the Undernet away for good. They were wrong. And now the whole world will know the meaning of, and then they have fear. So basically what this is, so this group of computer hackers, they discovered this like other realm, I guess, to the internet. And then what they did is they explored it, and World Tree is the name of their little message board. But the thing about it that's kind of cool is that when you, as I said last time I talked about this book, if you look at a certain like image on the, if someone exposes you to the Undernet, you, like if I were to hold my phone up and it had the Undernet on it, you would go crazy and start killing people. So it's essentially, think of it kind of like essentially if you're like a sleeper agent, you see a code word or a code image and you activate, kind of like that. And throughout the book, they're being hunted by this naked woman who apparently is like a devotee of the like undernet, and she is trying to cause the apocalypse essentially, because that's what this is going to lead to. And they kind of hint at the end of volume 1 that the group fails and they lead to an apocalypse. And so a couple of things that I really like about this book: I like the dark quality of the art. I really, really, really dig the colors that Blanco shows up, particularly in the parts that take place in the Undernet. And then also I like a lot of the different, like, I guess the way he colors the screen. I know it's like small details, but the small details add up to a very enjoyable experience when reading the book. And again, they slay this. James Tynion defends his title as horror master of comics because this book is creepy as hell, but in a good way. It's very vivid. It follows really well. And it's currently, and it was kind of interesting, this is probably one of the most realistic indie comics I've read. And what I mean by that is that the internet will kill us all. So that's basically World Tree. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite indie books I've covered on the show so far. Hence, which is why when I got the trade recently, I wanted to review it, because again, Indie Wednesday, it's important to like highlight a lot of indie books because a lot of them get buried under the big two. So I really want to give like these other stories their time to shine, particularly this, because you won't really get this. We kind of had something similar to this like after Final Crisis with the Oracle series, which I think there should be an Oracle series. I think that'd be really cool. But for the most part, it's awesome. And I would rate this for story 9.5 out of 10, for art 11 out of 10, because the art is like solid, just solid. And it's one of the prettiest books I've ever seen. So on that, I'm going to call this one. So that was World Tree. Now, again, remember that typically these come out to members a day early. It's just yesterday at the time that this will be released, I was like really busy, so I didn't get like late at night. So I'm just going to upload this regularly, and then all of them are going to be a day early for members, because I owe that to you guys. And so basically what these are, the way I'm going to do this is that if you guys have any particular indie books that you guys would like covered, drop them in the comments and I'll be sure to get to those as soon as possible. Next week, I'm going to be doing a sort of a different thing. I'm not going to be covering a story. I'm going to be covering my favorite indie comics characters, meaning anyone not from Marvel and DC. I may have on Nick from the Phoenix Press or like any of the other guys to cover this, but basically it's just my favorite indie characters, an updated list, if you will. So that's World Tree. That's what I'm going to call it. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a member. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button because it really helps my channel out. Become a member for as little as $1 a month. You get these reviews early. And you get at the end of the month a little write-up of all the books I read, like essentially like or written reviews of each of the books. And in terms of my movie night, we are covering Dawn of the Dead by Zack Snyder, of course. And in terms of Under Two Capes, we will be fixing The Flash. That's going to be quite the endeavor. And CLD, we're going to be talking about Zack Snyder not being done with the Snyderverse. So, hey, should be a fun week for content. So, stay heroic, everyone. Keep reading comics, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.